The battle lines are drawn in this U.S. culture war.
For the Canadian truckers as they stand
American right-wing media outlets cheer on Canadian protesters, seeming to root for similar efforts to take hold at home.
Usually mild-mannered Canadians have figured things out, that most of what their governments did to fight COVID was insanely destructive. Then how can liberals here possibly think for 1 second that they're going to keep this COVID theater going on in the United States for much longer?
Exposure like this can be lucrative when a large U.S. audience is invested in a cause.
They're hearing inflammatory language from their favorite media hosts on television. They're hearing about it on social media. And so, bam, they click, right? Rage donating.
In just 2 days, the crowdfunding website Give, Send, Go says more than $6.5 million has been raised. And while some donors claim to be American, there are no verified details yet about where the money is coming from. Experts say there are no specific laws against these kinds of contributions.
Unless they're funding, very specific criminal activity under the criminal code, this is completely legal.
On social media, some Americans say they have their own protest planned, with demonstrations expected in other countries too.
This has become a battle cry for the extreme right all over the world.
That extreme right will view Ottawa as a success, says this former Republican strategist, and they will try to repeat the tactics.
But this is all being noted by the political extremists on both sides of the border.
The demonstration in Ottawa may have been inspired by politics in the U.S., but now it's the actions, the tactics on display in Canada that's driving part of the political conversation here. Katie Simpson, CBC News, Washington.